Are we live? Welcome to another fabulous rendition of Tyranny for this podcast. It's your host and moderator, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from Ghost to Ghost. It's your boy. I'm Chris Don One. Welcome, 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 beautiful people. Can you do your boy a favor? Can you do your boy a solid? Feel free to hit the subscription button, the notification bell. Make sure it's select to all, by the way, and share this live stream as well as this YouTube channel with your friends, family, as well as your followers. If you want to further support the Don Squad movement, Don Squad in the house, stand up, by the way. Hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges, as well as if you want to have your name at the bottom of the screen, and if you want to be a stream sponsor like my boy Zach, well, it is simple. All you have to do is either super chat me or hit the Cash App link. All right, whoever sends me money, I will put your name in the bottom of the screen as being the stream sponsor. Episode 51 is locked and loaded. Let's get it in. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, by the way. I'm going to talk about Ice-T defending his wife, Coco. We're going to be talking about Boosie badass daughter acting bad on social media, by the way. And we're going to be talking about this new NPC Fetish that's making and sweeping its way on TikTok. You don't stop. All right. So let's get into it. The first order of business we're going to talk about is Boosie badass daughter. Now, I think her name is Toy or Latoya. I think it's Toy. I think I should have done some research. I was looking at the article and watching the video a couple of days ago. But anywho, if you've been living under a rock, I allow your boy to explain. Boosie badass got himself hemmed up, got himself into some trouble. First and foremost, I want to just say this, all right? And I think I talked about this when Boosie got himself in trouble with the law, all right? You're a free man, all right? You did some jail time, prison time, and you came away from that, and you should just live a normal civilian life. Now, see, the problem with a lot of people that, have found themselves in trouble, found themselves in jails, found themselves in prison, is they always circle back to those surroundings, and then they get hemmed up yet again, and then it's whoa me, it's me against the world. Everyone has an issue with me. Everyone's out to get me. But if you totally want to liberate yourself, okay, from those type of environments, those type of surroundings, you got to find you some new circles. You got to find yourself some new friends. You got to find some other stuff to do in life. All right. Now, Boosie, back in the day was a popular rapper, got several hits. But really Boosie his popularity has risen and blew on social media with his antics on Instagram Live. Going to Vlad TV. Vlad TV chopping it up with Boosie. And, Boosie talking about his former life, the past, but he's always talking about other people's problems, other people's cases, and other people's situations. All right. And a lot of people think that, Boosie shouldn't be, talking about other people's situations and court and how they got hemmed up and things of that nature. I don't see no issue with Boosie, talking about other people's problems in court and charges and things of that nature, because, Boosie came from those elements. All right. So of course, if someone's willing to pay you, which is Vlad TV, someone's willing to pay you consistently to talk about the ins and outs of particular popular trials and court cases, like with Young Thug and I think it's YM Nelly and everyone's situations in court, then why not? All right, it's a win-win. All right, you're making some additional income. Technically you're out of those situations. You just talking about other people's situations. Now, a lot of people also felt like Boosie was going a little bit too far by appearing in other people's courts and other people's trials. But Boosie is not in the situation where he finds himself currently in right now because of those shenanigans. He's really in this because he's trying to be about that life. The latest stuff that Boosie found himself in trouble in is him, having heat, having a gun in his possession. And, there have been several reports that the police have pulled him over for that exact same reason. Now, Boosie's thinking in the back of his mind, I'm a celebrity. They're squashing it, not really, pressing charges. But what they were doing was they was collecting all of these incidents. And then now Boosie found him now, this latest incident, they got him where they want him, which is he's fighting for his freedom once again. So Boosie is going through some things that he created. There's no one that Boosie can blame but himself. If you are an ex-felon, there are certain ways you have to move in life. You can't have a gun on your possession. All right. You can't necessarily even own a gun. You're just going to have to be a civilian. Okay. Nothing wrong with Boosie going on Vlad TV, talk about other people's issues and other people's problems. Nothing wrong with Boosie going on Instagram Live, talking about other people's situations, other people's problems. I'm not going to sit up here and call Boosie a chatty patty. Boosie is in the media life, okay? And I know a lot of people out there, the media, is a gift and a curse. People love to hear gossip, but people don't like to actually see someone talking about gossip, okay? So go figure, okay? A lot of people out there, sit up there and tell you, oh, she's a chatty patty. Oh, he's a chatty patty. But they're constantly going to the live streams. They're reading the articles. They're watching the videos, and someone's constantly, keeping this in heavy rotation. So it's a gift and a curse, all right? But anywho, everyone, have their standards. I just think it's, hypocritical of talking about, well, he's a chatty patty, she's a chatty patty. I'm so sick of people gossiping, but, if you look at someone's YouTube searches, they're watching YouTube videos of other people talk about the exact same things that they're spising other people, calling them chatty patties. All right. So I have no issue with Boosie doing that. Boosie has to find other means of entertainment and other means of income. He can't go back into the rap game. Nobody's not feeling Boosie that way in the rap game, but he's getting a lot of popularity. He's getting a lot of motion out here on social media because of the Vlad TV. Vlad pays him because of what he does on Instagram. So he's getting money that way. All right. And I'm pretty sure he was getting a lot of money that way. Where he's not going to never go back to working at Burger King or Wendy's or anything like that. But if he continues to do that, he can live a pretty decent lifestyle. All right. But Boosie had demons, and Boosie was addicted to a lot of things. Boosie was addicted. He still had the hood mentality, sort of say, where he believed that he had to stay strapped because, you never know. He's an easy target, which he is. He's technically an easy target if he goes out into the hood or goes out into the hood where it's no good or goes out to someone's neighborhood. You want to protect yourself. But, celebrities at that magnitude or even more popular, they, hire a security team, all right, which he did have a security team. So if you got a security team, let them carry the straps. Let them carry the heat, all right? Because you can't, all right? And that's what Boosie found himself. Now Boosie is fighting for his freedom. So he's, he's getting lawyered up. He's getting his money. He's getting all of his money together. Boosie may be rich on popularity. Boosie has a beautiful mansion. He has a fleet of cars. He's got jewelry, but he doesn't have actual credit or actual cash. Okay, actual cash. Okay, so now Boosie is going around here selling all his vehicles. He's totally abandoning trying to get a mansion or getting a nice place in Las Vegas. He's liquidizing anything of value. And one of the things he had to let go of was his daughter's Mercedes, which her name is Toy. Now he took the car, and it did not sit too well with his daughter. It did not sit too well with his baby his baby mama. They took to social media, and they said a lot of crazy negative things about Boosie, about him not being in her life and not being a dad, and taking back something that was a gift. But I tell people this, all right? And I sort of co-sign with the daughter, and I sort of don't co-sign with the daughter. I sort of co-sign with Boosie, but I sort of don't co-sign with Boosie, all right? And allow your brother to explain, okay? Yes, it sounds like elements of entitlement when she goes to social media, but you guys have to realize this is a young person that hasn't, had experience with growing pains, that don't understand there are priorities in life, and there are certain things that you got to take care of before you spoil yourself, okay? And she has to read the room. She got to check the temperature of the room right now. Her father is going through some things that's going to put him in jail for a long, long time, possibly. All right. So he wants to get his finances in order because he's not going to be able to generate and make money like he was when he was a free man. Now, I'm pretty sure if he does do some prison time, he might do some phone conversations with Vlad TV. I think Vlad TV would pay for that, but it's going to be a little bit lighter. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure his first interview, if he waits a while, let it marinate, and then if he goes to prison, wants to do a Vlad interview from prison, he can get one big drop. He can get a bag on that. Okay, but anything after that, I think the interview fees are going to be a little light, okay? Because how else who else is going to negotiate with? Okay, you're not going to be able to negotiate with anyone behind bars. I'm pretty sure that he's got an agent, or he's got an attorney, or he's got a team that will probably negotiate deals. When Vlad TV is no longer interested in Boosie, and you already seen Vlad TV already pivoting to other personalities in the hip hop culture. You're starting to see Tony Yayo a little bit more. I think he's testing the waters with Tony Yayo, and maybe you'll have Tony Yayo take the Boosie spot. All right, where he pays Tony Yayo a certain fee, and he goes to Vlad TV and do a chop it up with them with a couple of interviews, and just keep it pushing and keep it moving on. But you already see Vlad TV already um, orchestrating life without Boosie. Even though when he interviews Boosie, he gets those numbers. All right. He's the algorithm. Everyone wants to hear what Boosie has to say. And he was exclusively for Vlad TV. And Vlad TV would make those numbers, having a Boosie interview. But that's neither here nor there. But back to the story. So Toy has to understand that Boosie has other obligations and responsibilities that is more important to than making sure that she still has that that car, that vehicle. Now, originally when he gifted it to her, she didn't like the color, so she changed the color. She even said that on social media, and said a lot of negative things about Boosie. And I understand her frustration because I'm understanding it from the point of, like I said, she's not experienced and she doesn't know how this works. It do come off as Boosie is an Indian giver. All right. But you have to be careful what people actually say to you, and what you gotta be careful how people explain the situation, then you going in and seeing how actually this situation is. I think Boosie, was flexing his muscle, his financial muscle, and probably told his daughter, this car is yours. I paid for it, lock, stock, and barrel. I just took it off the lot, and now it's yours. I think Boosie, that was a lease or a car payment that Boosie was paying for. Had no problems paying for it because Boosie at that particular time was probably looking at the horizon of his future, going like, "Yo, if I keep doing what I'm doing, I'm gonna be able to take care of her, be able to take care of my baby mama, and be able to take care of my immediate family, and ultimately take care of me." Okay, but things have changed, and Boosie is seeing some very serious prison time. So you have to change with the times. And I understand she's frustrated. I understand she's mad, and I understand about the baby mama not agreeing with what Boosie did. And it does come off as Boosie being an Indian giver, but uh, you have to read the room. You have to check the temperature of the room. Boosie is, even though Boosie got himself in this situation, doesn't matter how you get in a situation. If you fumbled and got yourself in this situation, or someone put you in a situation, still remains you're in a situation. So you're going to have to move a little bit differently. So I understand why she's a little upset, why she's a little peed off at her father. And it does look like elements of Indian giving, but it also on her level looked like elements of entitlement, okay, a spoiled kid. But at the end of the day, they're gonna say their differences. Boosie responded to what she said on social media. He also responded to what his baby mama said. And at the end of the day, folks, you can have these internal family arguments, but it's not going to change the fact of the matter that Boosie is still in this situation. I think the biggest thing that his daughter, his baby mama, should be worried about is how long Boosie is going to be locked up. Okay, there's bigger fish to fry than him taking back a car. Okay, so I do feel like at the end of the day, Boosie and his daughter's going to mend fences, particularly before he gets sentenced, if he gets sentenced. And there's going to be a lot of crying and apologizing on both sides. Okay, more so to the daughter. I just think as far as him and his baby mama, what if they had beef, they're gonna continue to have beef. She's gonna always say that he's a ain't ish jigger, all right. And they're gonna have their differences, but they understand that they have to co-parent their daughter, even though their daughter is older. That's still a creation that was created by those two. All right. But, life is going to move on. And hopefully Boosie finds himself out of this situation where he doesn't, do a lot of time. Because, Boosie is like 40. If Boosie gets a 10-year sentence, he'll get out while in his mid-50s. He still can be able to, orchestrate and flex some moves, and make money off of his situation that he's currently finding himself in. But, if Boosie is in jail for like more than 20 years, that's a lot of time, folks, okay? Time Boosie gets out, cars will be flying in the air, okay? When time Boosie gets out, would anyone know of Boosie? I'm pretty sure he'll have his core fan base, but is Vlad willing to pay Boosie to do an interview and have him go on the set? I don't think Boosie's popularity is going to increase if he spends 20 plus years behind bars. I just don't see it. All right. So yeah, hopefully Boosie sort of gets out of this situation kind of light, or totally get out of this situation. I hope the daughter understands, her father's situation, and maybe cooler heads prevail, and both of them need to apologize to each other. But I think she needs to apologize first, and try to reconcile their differences before he goes to prison. And the baby mama and Boosie is going to always have beef. Okay, they just have to learn how to coexist. Okay, so hold on one second, folks. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, so we're done with that topic. Real quick drop here. Hit the subscription button, the notification bell. Share this content with your friends, family, and followers. Hit the like button. If you come in and out, just hit the like button. It really helps the development and the growth of this channel, as well as these live streams. And if you want to donate to the live stream, where you could be the next stream sponsor, like in the bottom corner, my man Zach, I really do appreciate your donation. Sorry that I picked it up a little late. I didn't even recognize that you even sent me a donation through Cash App. You can either do it through Super Chat or do it through the Cash App. Hit the Cash App link, all right? And I will let you be the next stream sponsor. Also, quick update. I thought I was going to do this daily, but after yesterday's show, and you guys spoke in volume that you don't want me to do a daily show. It's all good in the hood. We'll just do these things at the end of the week. If I'm able to do two, I'll do two. If I'm only able to do one, I'll do one. All right. So from here on out, if there's any news, we'll do it video related instead of putting together a live stream. All right. So it is what it is. All right. So moving on. The next topic of discussion is Coco, Ice-T's wife. Now, if you don't know Ice-T wife, Coco, she's been in Playboy, she's been on social media, she has an OnlyFans. She's a celebrity, very beautiful woman, has a child with Ice-T. If you don't know who Ice-T is, Ice-T used to be, back in the day, Ice-T was a rapper. He was an actor. He's still acting in Law and Order SVU. And in a recent interview on Drink Champs, I think that dropped a couple of weeks ago, Ice-T, which is a good interview. I suggest you guys to go check out Drink Champs. If you're not subscribed to Drink Champs, subscribe to Drink Champs. Tell them I'm Chris the Don One sent you. Kidding. But every once in a while, Drink Champs has a phenomenal interview with somebody. Okay, you know, more or less. It's spotty at best. Okay, they'll interview one intriguing person, and then 4 episodes after that, they're duds. Okay, but every once in a while they get one right, and Ice-T. I know there's a lot of younger people that don't know who Ice-T is, or just know Ice-T from Law and Order SVU. Ice-T says some phenomenal stuff on this interview that unfortunately I'm not going to be able to talk about in this live stream. But the one thing I wanted to talk about from Ice-T, hold on one second. Okay, did not see that until now. All right, so okay, it's all good. All right, yeah. So Ice-T did an interview, and he talked about his wife and defending his wife on having an OnlyFans account. She also took a picture wearing a bra and a thong and a 2-piece swimsuit, and he was defending it. Apparently, I didn't even know this. Coco got a lot of, she got a lot of attention from the Thirst guys, but a lot of people was questioning this move that Coco made, and Ice-T was defending it. Talking about, yeah, I know my wife has an OnlyFans, and if people want to subscribe to her OnlyFans, and people feel like her OnlyFans is entertaining, then why not? Why tell my wife something different if she's generating money? He knows that he has an attractive wife. He knows he has a beautiful wife, but he also knows he has a faithful and loyal wife. Coco has been loyal to the soil with Ice-T. So Ice-T, didn't shy away from it, and looked at it as what anybody should look at it as: being independent, being an entrepreneur, and seeing that there's a huge demand and there's people out there willing to support her OnlyFans. Now, she doesn't do. I don't. You know, I I haven't went into Coco's OnlyFans. Now I'm pretty sure she doesn't do anything hardcore. I think it's more of sexual pics and videos, lingerie maybe. But just think about it. If she's just doing that on OnlyFans and she's getting numbers doing that, okay, then more power to her. Now, I don't now a lot of people were trying to compare Ice-T and Coco's situation to Adam 22 and Lena the Plug situation. I feel like there's a difference. There's some similarities that, Ice-T really supports his wife doing adult content, as well as Adam doing it with Lena. But I do feel like there's a difference. I do think Adam 22 exploits Lena because he knows that that drives I think he exploits her a little bit, and I think it's a fetish for him. I think Adam 22 is a cook. All right. A lot of people think that he's not, but I feel like Adam 22 is a cook. I don't think Ice-T is a cook, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why. When Ice-T was a rapper, he used to have this album called, and you guys can Google it. He had this album called Power. It had a white background. It had Ice-T, his ex-girlfriend, and his DJ on the front cover. And this was a very controversial cover, but in actuality, that album sold a lot, not for the music, but for the album cover. A lot of young guys would buy the album cover and hang it up on their wall because of Ice-T's ex-girlfriend. She had a crazy banging body. I'm telling you guys, go Google it. Okay, I'm dropping jewels right now. All right, dropping jewels. Okay, because I'm a hip hop historian. I know everything about hip hop. The hip hop that I like. Okay. But even though I have traveled down the road to a lot of different artists from the past, present, and for the past and the present, um, I knew about this album cover. All right. And a lot of guys would hang it up on their wall. A lot of younger guys would hang it up on the wall. They will still listen to the music, but the number one influence on why they bought the album cover was because of Ice-T's ex-girlfriend. Now, Ice-T knew he had a banging girlfriend, and he allowed his ex-girlfriend to be in the videos, to dance in the videos, to dance with him and perform with him on stage. The album cover thing. Ice-T was looking at it as a business move, as an entrepreneur move. Yeah, we're selling tons of albums because of the music, but you know what would be dope? You know what would be great? If we have her on the album, we'll sell even more copies of this album, and people won't even listen to the music. They'll just buy it. Their number one focus in buying the album is the album cover. All right. So Ice-T had an eye for business, had an eye for entertainment, and he knew what worked and what didn't work. Okay. So he supported that, and he was loyal to the soil to her, vice versa. Now they have since broken up. I think she's now on I forgot some podcast that she's on. She's a host on a podcast. She talks about the good and the bad about Ice-T, and really doesn't talk too much about their relationship. But look here, folks. When you're in a relationship with somebody, your significant other is going to say positive things about you and vice versa. Okay. When you're no longer in a relationship with somebody, you're not necessarily going to say a lot of positive things about them. Okay. It's very rare that in relationships, when a man and a woman breaks up, it's very rare for the man or the woman to say nice things about their ex. Okay, it's very rare. Okay, and I feel like the reason why it's rare is because they didn't start off as friends. A lot of relationships start off as just going on a date. You like what you see, she likes what she sees, and you start dating. You start building a bond, some chemistry. Then y'all start liking and feeling one another. Then you make it official. You become married. You have kids. You have a family. And then the spark may have gone. Maybe you're in the office too long. Maybe she is tickling her fancy with someone else, or maybe you're tickling your fancy with something else. It goes left, and then y'all come to the end of the road saying, you know what, let's just have a divorce. All right. And sometimes in a lot of cases when people have divorces, it's not on the best circumstances. It's not on good circumstances, because if it was on good circumstances, you wouldn't have a divorce, right? But it's very rare for a couple to say nice things about each other, particularly in a divorce. All right. I'm not saying it's not impossible. I don't say it doesn't happen, but it's just rare. All right. So, she's not, you know, uh, you know, hadn't said a lot of nice things about Ice-T, and Ice-T doesn't even talk about her. But that's neither here nor there. Now he done found the love of his life again, which is Coco, and he's fully supporting um, her as a businesswoman, as an entrepreneur, and see that there's a lot of guys out there that would subscribe to her OnlyFans. Now, I say guys and women. I'm pretty sure there's women that are subscribed to her OnlyFans. And he sees it. All right. Now, before the pandemic, there was talk of Coco and Icy having them a daytime television show. Okay, and they did. It was it was in limited cities, but due to the COVID, I think due to COVID, but I also think due to Ice-T and Coco is popular on social media. They're popular on reality TV, but when it comes to the television market, when it comes to the cable market, the only that's an older demographic. Those people recognize those two for completely two different reasons. They recognize Ice-T for doing Law and Order SVU, and they recognize Coco because she's Ice-T's wife. She's not been. I don't think she's ever been featured on Law and Order, but they do know Ice-T is married, and I think the reason why that daytime show was not as popular as it could have been, it has something to do with COVID, but I also think it was due to the point of they were not that interesting to people in cable and satellite TV, which they was premiering the show on daytime television. All right, but they tried, and it just did not work. All right, so now Coco, she's a former Playboy model, a centerfold, and she's doing those same portraits and videos like she did in Playboy. Now she does it on OnlyFans, and if people want to subscribe to it, then more power to them. Okay, I'm not saying nobody shouldn't do it. Okay, but anyway, Ice-T fully supports his wife, as he should. If you have a beautiful woman and she has interest on social media, a lot of people, she has a huge following, why not support her? All right. It's not like she's trying to go out here. Now, I do think in certain situations, women can manipulate the situation, and it can be very beneficial only to her. I think due to the fact that that Coco has been in this industry, she's not hypnotized with the lights, with the stars and lights, and she's not going to be influenced by simps out there that want to do more with Coco, that's going to pay her more. I think she's very loyal to her husband. She loves her husband. I don't think every woman can do it. A lot of guys sit up here and say it's very easy for women to it's very easy for women now to make money, which that's the next topic. To show off their bodies or show off their body enhancement parts and things of that nature. It's easy for a woman to make money on social media than it is a man. Yes and no. It's got to be the right woman. Not any woman can pick up a camera and start posting pics and videos and thirst traps. Not just anybody, any woman can do it. I think it's more easier for a woman to make money on social media. It don't necessarily have to be OnlyFans or any adult sites. It could be Instagram, it could be YouTube, it could be Twitch, okay, or Twitter. I think it's easier for a woman, but when you compare it to a man, because there are just so many hills and barriers and walls that a man has to go through in social media, and it's not too many hills, mountains, and peaks and valleys for a woman to get some motion on social media. But there's a difference between being popular on social media and being popular and making money on social media. I think there's a difference. All right. So, but yeah, Ice-T fully supports his wife, and her moves, and I think it's different with Ice-T and Coco than it is with Lena and Adam 22. I think Adam 22, that's a fetish for him. He doesn't, he likes his wife to have sex with another man. I think he gets turned on by that. I think he's a cook, but whatever. Okay. Whatever floats your boat and tickles your fancy. I'm not being judgmental on Adam 22. I just think it's a little different between Adam 22 and Ice-T. All right. But moving on. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is this new phenomenon. I recently heard about it a couple of days ago. And there was first video surfacing of it. And I couldn't make heads and tails what it was. It was trending on Twitter, Instagram, it started on TikTok. And it's called NPC Fetish. Now, what's an NPC? It's normally a character on the video game that talks like a robot. All right, says make weird noises like The Sims. If you have ever played The Sims, that's what pretty much an NPC is, particularly these NPC fetishes. Okay, now there's different women that are doing it. I heard there's a guy doing it, but the most popular one is this black girl. A lot of people say she's from Paris. I've seen a couple of videos. I don't understand where people get that from, but it doesn't really matter where she's from. And she's talking in front of a camera. And there's people saying that she does this 10 plus hours straight, never coming out of character. I saw one video of her coming out of character. She was talking to her son and telling her son to telling her son to do something. And the minute the son leaves the room, she falls right into character. And basically how the video goes is she'll stay in front of a camera holding an iron, a flat iron, and her eyes are kind of cocked, and she's go, gang, gang, pop, pop, how are you? Splash, splash, ooh wee, big hey, balloon pop, pause, all this ridiculous, goofy stuff, okay? And a lot of guys are liking this stuff, okay? Now, I've heard that she's getting 10K views, 10K plus views daily on her live stream. And she's making bank out of this, okay? Now, social media is a copy and paste league, okay? And when you find a flaw in the algorithm, when you find something that no one else is doing, and you start seeing people gravitating to the movement, start watching your live streams, and this, that, and the third, you're making bank off of it, guess what happens? Everyone else does it, okay? So now you got a slew of women that's doing, now I'm going to say that this black girl is the originator of this. Now, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to say different, but she's the originator for twofold. One, when they say NPC fetish, her face is the first one. Well, her face and her videos are the first one. When you Google it, those are the first things that are on top of the page. All right. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, no, that started years ago with so-and-so, whatever. All right. I'm talking about this ain't really started blowing up until she started doing it. Gang, gang, pop, pop. How are you? All this goofy stuff. All right. And this comes on the heels of talk about marketing and talk about understanding the room, checking the temperature of the room. All right. She's doing this on the heels of the Barbie movie. Now, I've seen some snippets of the Barbie movie, and the way how this lady is portraying Barbie, she's talking in the exact same language and behavior of this girl. Now she's not. Now this lady's not being flirtatious, but she's talking like an actual Barbie. Like, hey, I'm Barbie. How are you? All that goofy stuff. I'm telling you, this is going to be a phenomenon. Okay, so you got girls on Twitch copying this ish. You got girls that are on YouTube copying this ish. All right. You even got porn stars copying this ish. All right. Now you got porn stars, giving out fellatio, going, oh my God, you're about to explode. Pop, pop, gang, gang, and all this goofy stuff. Pause, by the way. Pause. All right. This is going to be sweep. You're going to see every female influencer doing some type of segment or some type of video or some type of picture getting in on the action. Okay. This is like, this is like real estate. If you're a realtor and you got and you found some prime real estate property that no one else found, and you're making cash money selling houses left to right to left, and it catches like wildfire, your competitors are going to find out. Like, dang, I didn't know there was houses on that street. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to copy and paste your motion. Because they're trying to eat out here. They're trying to live out here. They're trying to make some money out here, okay? So it catches like wildfire. So I'm telling you, women, if there's some women content providers out there and your views are struggling, all right, you need to hurry up and get on this thing on the ground floor, because there's going to be an oversaturation for this type of content. And then people that are trying to get in, now it's too popular. It's too oversaturated. So you want to get in fast and quick, all right? It's just like the girl that, it was a woman that worked at Lowe's. She had her Lowe's apron and uniform on. She took a picture, on it. She, she's an attractive, beautiful female. She posted it on social media. And then that thing blew up, okay? So much so that she's getting Shaquille O'Neal sending her DMs and stuff like that. Now, my understanding was she never worked at Lowe's. Now, she has a YouTube channel, and she was explaining this, all right? And she doesn't work at Lowe's. But now you hear all this ridiculous, dumb stuff that people are spewing on YouTube and social media. Oh, she got so popular, she got fired from Lowe's, and she can't go outside no more, and this, that, and the third. Okay, that sounds like a bunch of haterism. All right, that girl found a flex, found something that no one else was doing, and she made mad money and mad popularity out of it. So much so it's copied. Now every social media and female social media influencer is now doing it. Now they're wearing Starbucks aprons, they're wearing Lowe's aprons, they're wearing Home Depot aprons. You got porn stars doing. It's a copy and paste league in social media. So females out there, if the views are light, if you're not getting subscribers, do something that separates you from the rest. Because those other girls already got eyeballs and attentions on them. So if you want eyeballs and attentions on you, you're going to have to stand out from the crowd. You got to do something different than what everybody else is doing. All right. But yeah, this NPC fetish, I'm telling you, you're going to see a bunch. You're going to see it blow up on your page. You're going to see it trending. You're going to see people tweeting their own content, doing it and things of that nature. Now there's a guy that's acting like an NPC character. He's acting like Miles Morales from Spider-Man. from the Spider-Verse, and he just standing around in character. And they're saying that he's getting numbers doing that as well. Haven't seen too many males get super popular doing it, but I have seen a couple of females do it, get some national exposure. I'm telling you, you better get on the ground floor with this, because once this blows up so much, where you see it on Entertainment Tonight or one of those 30-minute entertainment shows on TV, it's a wrap. Every time something is popular on social media and everybody's eating off of it, everyone's living off of it, the moment it makes its way to television, like Entertainment Tonight, satellite or TV, whatever, the moment it makes its way to television, it dies. Okay, now you need to try to do something else. All right. So, but yeah, that was weird as I don't know what. All right, but a lot of women, particularly a female adult content creators, um, they're just doing different things to stand out from the rest. Okay, I think her name is Yanni the Freak. Yeenie the Freak. I can never pronounce her name. Guys, you guys know I butcher names on a constant, consistent basis. She got ultra popular by doing public sexual activities. Let's just say solo sexual activities. All right. And she get mad numbers doing that. And like I said, it's a copy and paste league. And now you see everyone else doing these public sexual activities. All right. You see a bunch of women in supermarkets pulling their pulling their shirts up, and you can see those teeny bitties. All right. And or you get to see women. Yanni the Freak said, now I don't know if she actually did this. All right. And I have, I'm putting on my tinfoil hat with her. I think but anyway, she was at Kroger's, a popular retail store, and she was standing in the produce aisle, and she was shoving a cucumber up her. Okay, and there was people around and everything, and no one noticed it. She also did one at Publix, where another popular grocery store, where that tells you she's from the South, okay? Because in the South, there's always a Kroger's, there's always a Publix, okay? But anywho, all right, she was sucking on a hot dog, and a friend of hers was sucking on the hot dog on the other end. It looked like they was in the milk aisle, and there was customers walking back, and nobody didn't turn around and look at them, and nobody wasn't turning around. I mean, look, check this out, y'all. Everybody's been at a supermarket, all right? I have been at a supermarket, all right, and I'm just doing my thing. I'm just picking up stuff. When when you pick up something, and then you look up and you notice somebody's watching you. I mean, well, just looked at you for a second. All right. It's not like you're doing something wrong. You're doing something illegal. It's just we all have we all have those moments where we're just shopping, minding our own business, and we either see something that we like, we see something that's funny, or we see something that's interesting, okay? And we just look for a couple of seconds and then go about our business, go about our day, okay? I call it the 2-second rule, okay? If you look at someone, or if you look at someone for less than 2 seconds, it's innocent, all right? But anything longer than that, that's staring, and then that's stalking mode, okay? They're going to perceive you as a stalker, particularly if you're a male. If you're a female and you're looking at a male longer than 2 seconds, he's going to come and approach you, okay? Now you got somebody you can't shake off, all right? I don't know if because a lot of women look at men for different reasons. They don't look at them because they like them or they feel them. A lot of women look at a lot of men because, okay, he did something interesting, or he did something funny, or whatever, or they, women talk a lot inside their brains, okay? And they go a mile a minute in their brain. So ain't no telling what she's thinking about when she sees you, okay? She can like you, love you, hate you, laugh with you, laugh at you, all in less than 5 seconds, okay? That's how women think, okay? That's how they're programmed. It is what it is, okay? But this Yanni the Freak girl, she's doing um these sexual activity scenes. She was on a public she was on a bench at a one of these public bus stops, and she had a dildo and she was sitting on it. She was on a fire hydrant, and it was to believe that the tip of the fire hydrant was going up her boom her bum bum her boo boo, okay, booty hole brown. Anytime I think of booty and hole, I think of that Sexy Red video, okay, which I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. All right, so anywho, yeah, um, so here's my theory. I think a lot of Yanni the Freak, Yini the Freak. I think a lot of those situations are staged. I think she's doing it behind a green screen where they'll actually film the scene at the store. They film a bunch of scenes at the store, and then when they go home, she does the solo sexual act in front of a green screen, and it makes the appearance that she's doing it at the place. I'm not saying all of them are orchestrated that way. I'm pretty sure she's actually in public doing those things. Like she was walking around the mall with, you know, well, look like somebody dropped a load on her face region, and she was just walking around the mall wearing elf ears, just walking around showing the mess that this guy made on her face, and no one once stopped her or stared at her or anything. And I think a lot of those scenes are rigged, where they'll actually film it at the grocery store, but in a studio or at her home, they'll do it if they'll put the green screen up, and she'll perform the act behind a green screen. Okay. Now, uh, now when she's with a partner and they're outside and they're doing sexual activities, and he's behind her and he's humping her, I don't think that's real either. I just think that, and you could tell in a lot of those scenes the guy's pants were up. Now he Yo, dude, I am so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. My phone got hot for some strange reason. So if you hear some background wind, it's because I had to put the AC on. Okay. But anywho, where the hell was I? Yeah. So I think a lot of that Yeenie the Freak stuff that she posts on OnlyFans and on social media, I think a lot of that stuff is fake. Okay. I just think a lot of that stuff is fake. All right. But let's move on. Let's make this real fast, real quick. I want to jump into Sexy Red. You know, she's internationally known for a song called Pound Town, uh, Coochie Pink, Booty Hole Brown. That's a ball. That's a ball. Look here. Now, Fabulous said something about today's female rappers. I can't necessarily co-sign everything fully what Fabulous said, but I will say this. You know, like Sweetie, Sexy Red, Sukiana. Uh, I used to put Ice Spice in this category, but now I'm starting to push away from that. I think Ice Spice does have some talent, but she also is utilizing her popularity as far as being attractive. As far as a lot of guys want to smash her, so she understands she's a very beautiful woman. That a lot of men are desiring, and she does have some talent. I don't think she's the best lyricist. I think vocally she's good. All right, because she's bringing in a different style. But I used to jumble them all up: Sweetie, Ice Spice, Sexy Red, Sukiana. Now I'm starting to like Ice Spice. Okay, particularly her music direction. She's totally serious and committed about the music. She's signed to Nicki Minaj's label. Nicki Minaj is handling her, like managing her, and I think that's only going to make Ice Spice better. Okay. But like the City Girls, JT and Young Miami, Sukiana, Sexy Red, all of those, there's a lot of females, and Sweetie, they're using rap to, they're not real serious about rap. I mean, about music, okay? They're using rap as a gateway of making them popular. All right, so they can sell what else that they're selling, like their OnlyFans or their eyelashes or their wigs or their outfits, whatever. Okay, they use the music. They use them being rappers and use the music as a crutch to support their other endeavors. Okay, and you can tell that they're not really interested in making music in the first place. All right. And you can also tell they're not real serious about it. And, they have no issue with, like if it doesn't work out as a rapper, I'm just going to go back into the lab and just make better music. They're just saying, okay, I'm just going to put out this song, whatever it does, and I'm gonna utilize this song to make me more popular, to make my bags bigger, and to support my endorsements, support my OnlyFans, support my IG, whatever. All right, or support being a side chick. Okay, whatever. All right. So they're not really committed and serious about the music. They're not really serious and committed about the art, about being an artist. Okay. Now you got Sexy Red going on tour at high schools in the middle of the summer. I didn't know I didn't know high school was open. I thought it was open. In some areas it's like the last week of August or whatever. It's around August. Well, she's performing, going on tour on a lot of these shows, and now she's getting a lot of controversy because of it. But y'all gotta realize there's no real, when you're a rapper or you're a musician, it's great that you can put out albums. It's great that you can put out songs. It's great you can put out videos and you can promote it. But if you want to make money in this industry, you have to what? Go on tour. You have to go on tour to make your money. You still owe the label company. You still owe, because they have a budget, and they had probably went over on the budget to take care of you. Those bills still exist, so they're going to take it out one way or the other. All right. So a lot of these musicians, a lot of these rappers, what they do is they go on tour to make money. All right, because they got to take care of their situation. They got to take care of the label situation, what they have with the label. Okay. And that's how they make the bulk of their money. Okay. Sexy Red is not like Sexy. I don't know if Sexy Red has other endeavors out there. All right. Now, I don't really follow Sexy Red that much, or Scar Lip that much, or Sukiana, or whatever, or even the City Girls. I feel like the City Girls are in a unique situation. A Young Miami, she's a squeeze toy for Diddy. JT is a side chick for a little Uzi Vert. So they're going to get money from those two guys, but for how long? Until they grow tired of them, until they get older. And like I always tell you guys, every summer is introduced by a new big booty chick that's younger, that's got more curves. And, guys like Diddy and Lil Uzi Vert, they come and they go. But is Young Miami and JT's going to find another Lil Uzi Vert in Diddy to take care of them, to take care of their needs? I don't think so. They'll find some guy, but he's not going to have that type of cash. He's not going to have that type of motion. Okay? So they're going to have to fall on something. All right? And it's not the music. Name me the lyric from a City Girl song that you know offhand. Name me the song that you sing in your car every day. Name me the time where they went on tour and you said, man, that was a wild concert that the City Girls headed. All right? And that's the same type of situation with Sexy Red. I don't know what Sexy Red do outside of being a rapper. I don't know if she has an OnlyFans. I don't know if she promotes products on her Instagram. I don't know none of that stuff. But I do know one thing, it's not enough. So she's going to she's got creditors and she owes the label. So how you going to pay off your creditors and what you owe the label? You're going to have to go on tour. Now, these high school gigs, I don't think she's getting a bag by going on these high school tours. It's more of a promotion to let the music industry know that she has music out there and she's willing to go on tour with anybody to be the opening act, to let the music industry know that Sexy Red is serious about this music. But I think it's more of a promotion that's going to elevate her as far as maybe opening for someone like like a Beyonce or a Nicki Minaj. If Nicki Minaj do go on tour, whatever, or Taylor Swift. I don't think Taylor Swift audience recognize Sexy Red. I think Nicki Minaj audience understands Sexy Red a little, but Nicki Minaj ain't in no rush to go on tour. She's already got it like that. I don't think she recognizes or is appealing to a Beyonce audience, but she's probably recognized and appealing to some other rapper out there, okay, that's going on tour this summer. And she's kind of late in the game. Summer, we're midway through summer, and you haven't even been on tour yet. You haven't been an opening act yet. You haven't headlined your own tour yet. I don't think the numbers from her album sales is going to ever recognize her headlining, having her own tour. But she is showing a commitment on how serious she is as an artist in this music game. And I think the only reason why she's doing that, because she has no other streams of income that she can gravitate to. All right. But, I think, Pound Town is a one-hit wonder for her. I don't think she can top that. She'll have songs here and there, but they're gonna hit a little different. But she's gonna have to be recognized on social media for something else than being a rapper. And I think this controversy only enhances and keeps her in the papers, keeps her names in the paper, keeps her name in the mouths of people that's talking about entertainment, and she's gonna eat off that stuff. All right. To the next, I think she's gonna be more controversy. How she's gonna get popular? She's gonna have more controversy instances instead of hits, and that's a crying shame. Okay, you're only gonna recognize her for what she says on social media or what she does on social media more so than her being an artist. But it's her, Sukianna, the City Girls. They're reaching their expiration point. And with music, particularly with hip hop, it has an expiration date. You can only do that type of music until there's no more audience for that type of music, and they have moved on to bigger and other things or other styles. It may go back into the lyricist being a dope lyricist era. It may go back to that point. But I think, Sweetie, she had that one hit song with Doja Cat, and she came out with an album, and it flopped. Okay, Sukianna is more so an OnlyFans model than her music. Her music doesn't even chart. And Sexy Red, she had the Pound Town. That was a hit on social media and on TikTok. But, that's it. All right. So, yeah, that's okay. So that's all we got for today. I really do appreciate everyone that came in. It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast, and I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm Chris the Don One. Feel free to hit the subscription button, the notification bell, share this lovely content with your friends, family, as well as your followers. Get your boy, okay? Hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges. Hit the super chat and the Cash App if you want to be a stream sponsor. My next live stream is, if something goes down, it'll probably be Friday or Saturday. And then next week, we're just going to keep it a weekly thing instead of a daily thing. Obviously, you guys are not feeling it. The numbers indicate you guys are not feeling it. It's all good in the hood. It's okay to experiment, throw some ideas on the wall, hoping for something to stick. There's nothing wrong with it. If something really breaks and we have to talk about it, we'll do it that way. If y'all want me to do live streams in the middle of the week. But yeah, I'm up out of here. I'll catch you guys when I catch you guys. Hopefully next Friday or next Saturday. Okay. If something pops off, if it don't, we'll catch y'all next week. Okay. Y'all got 3 live streams in total. You got well over 4 hours of entertainment. Okay. I'm doing my best. Okay. Help me help you. Okay. Hit the subscription button, the like button, comment. Comment, just share with your friends, family, and followers. I will see you guys when I see you guys. I'm out.